What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another sleepy adventure here at the Outpost. It is late night party time right now. I just got back from seeing The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. An excellent movie. So much fun. Such a great, unique movie that came out. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about that. We're here because it is time for another collection video. It's been a while since I did J, so I figured tonight is the night we're gonna rock some K. We're gonna start with the DVDs. We're gonna run them through for my DVDs. They're just all over the place. They're pretty much by genre, and then we'll party with what you really want to see, the Blu-rays and the 4Ks and the Steelbooks and all that stuff. We'll get to that afterwards, but for now we're going to start with the DVDs. And we've got action up first. We've got the first Kick-Ass. Great movie, really enjoyable. I don't have the second one on DVD or Blu-ray or anything, which I really do need to get onto that, hopefully. I should probably get the 1-2 combo if I can somewhere. And then, of course, we have the absolute masterpieces, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'd love to get the whole bloody affair. I'd love to get this in 4K also, if they would ever release any Quentin Tarantino movies besides Inglourious Basterds. These two especially, because I fucking love these movies. I know everybody prefers Volume 1, but I'm a Volume 2 guy. Volume 2 to me is fucking perfect. We've got a high school movie. Saw this in theaters when I was in high school. Fucking loved it. Actually watched it not too long ago, and it holds up. It's not. I expected most of the movies that I watched in high school to be fucking terrible when I watched them as adults, but this one actually isn't terrible. It's pretty enjoyable. It is the extended unrated cut, which I think is the director's original vision for it. It's pretty solid. It's not the worst thing out there. It's not the best, but it's definitely up on the better high scale. And then we've got the original King Kong, all the way back in the heyday. Absolute fucking legendary classic this movie is. We've got our comedy genre up next, only 4 movies. I realize now one of these movies should probably be in the family genre, but it's too late to go around and switch that shit now. And that movie is Kangaroo Jack. Very silly movie. So there's another one I saw in high school, and unfortunately this does not hold up as well. This movie is pretty terrible. We've got Keeping Up with the Steins. Never seen it. We've got an absolute comedy classic from my high school days, and that is Kicking and Screaming. Fucking great. This is one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies. This movie is so unbelievably silly. I fucking love it. And then an absolute classic, Kindergarten Cop. Grew up on Schwarzenegger movies. Absolutely love Schwarzenegger movies. This one of my favorite. Insanely quotable. Such a great movie. He is a fucking star. We've got our drama movies next. We've got our drama movies next. Killing Fields is the first one. I've yet to see it. I gotta watch it. I'm in the middle of my 80s kick, and this is an 80s movie. I think it's 1984. So I'm definitely gonna have to pop into this one very soon. We've got the Academy Award-winning King's Speech. I've yet to see it, but I definitely have to get on it because I do want to watch all of the Academy Award-winning movies. And that one I'm surprised I've yet to get to still. We've got Kinsey, Liam Neeson, Laura Linney. I think it's a movie where he's like a teacher of like human sexuality. I don't remember. I know I saw it way back in the day, but I could not tell you shit about it. And then another absolute classic, Kramer versus Kramer. Powerhouse performances, great fucking story. Just phenomenal movie. And now we move all the way onto our rom-coms. We're skipping over family, horror. Not a lot of K movies out there, really. But we'll kick off rom-coms with Kate and Leopold. It's cute enough. It's a cute little movie. It is directed by one of my favorite directors, too. James Mangold. Fucking legend right there. We've got this movie, Keeping the Faith. Old school 90s movie. Haven't seen it. And then we've got another movie that looks fucking terrible, Killers, Ashton Kutcher, Katherine Heigl. Have yet to see it. We've got one sci-fi DVD to add to the K's, and that is the Nick Cage classic, Knowing. This is actually a pretty solid sci-fi movie. I remember I was expecting this to be terrible when I watched it, and it's actually not bad. It's pretty entertaining, so you should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. For sports, we've got the Karate Kid, the remake with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. It's fine. It's way too fucking long. 140 minutes. There was never any need for that movie to be this long. Jackie Chan was a pretty inspired choice to play the new Miyagi. It's just one of those movies that it's just like, though, if you're gonna watch the Karate Kid, you're gonna watch the old one. Like, it's just a movie that's just like doesn't add anything new or unique to make you want to be like, I feel like watching the Karate Kid. Let's do the Jaden Smith version. We've got K19 the Widowmaker. This is another movie that's surprisingly solid. I was expecting it to be terrible because reviews were not great for it and everything, but I mean, I should know never to count out Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson. Like, they know how to bring you the goods. This is a solid one. Then we got the movie California. Old school thriller movie, young Brad Pitt performance, young David Duchovny, young Juliette Lewis. This is a solid thriller movie. Getting to see Brad Pitt play some unhinged roles there. This is back when he was cutting his teeth, so we got to see some really interesting performances from him. And then David Duchovny, the fucking man. David Duchovny is an absolute fucking legend. This is a super entertaining 90s movie if you are in the mood for super entertaining 90s movies. Absolute classic. Key Largo, Humphrey Bogart is a fucking goddamn treasure, man. Just watch it. That's all I gotta say about that. We got Killer Elite, Jason Statham, Clive Owen, Robert De Niro. It's a solid little thriller right here. It's a good old nice shoot 'em up movie. What is not a great shoot 'em up movie? Kill Shot, Mickey Rourke, Diane Lane. I think Thomas Jane is in this movie too. Yes, he is. Oh, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Rosario Dawson. Damn, it's a stacked cast in this movie. Too bad I remember this movie being fucking terrible. But I might have to rewatch it again now, considering I did not realize all those people were in that movie. So, might have to get a rewatch. We've got The King of New York, Christopher Walken. I was about to say Christoph Walken. Christopher Walken, Larry Fishburne. I've never seen it, but I hear it's really good. So I'm going to have to hop onto that one at some point. We've got The Kingdom. I was not a fan of this movie, but I think I got to give it another rewatch because it might surprise me. It's one of those movies that it seemed like would be right up my alley, but the first time I watched it, I was just like, oh, not for me. But I was young. Sometimes movies, they go better with age, so I'm going to have to give it another shot, see if maybe it changed my mind. And then we got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Super fun, entertaining, action thriller. Robert Downey Jr. put him back on the map. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer is always good for a good time. Shane Black, writing, directing. Is he directing? No. Yes. Yes, he is. He is directing, writing, directing. Fucking man. He is great. When he's firing on all cylinders, he's really firing on all cylinders. Kelly's Heroes, one of my favorite war movies. Clint Eastwood, fucking phenomenal in it. You got Donald Sutherland, Don Rickles. It's a great movie about them behind enemy lines searching for Nazi gold. It's just great. It's great. This is back during the era where they made World War II movies that wasn't just like doom and gloom and the horror of war. This was back when they made movies like, hey, World War II, it could be a grand old time. We're going searching for Nazi gold. It's going to be a hoot. But this movie is actually a lot of fun. It's really entertaining, and I fucking loved it. Another, probably, this controversial claim might be my favorite Ridley Scott movie, and that is Kingdom of Heaven, but only if we're talking director's cut. If you try to show me the theatrical cut of this movie, I will refuse to watch it. I will only watch the director's cut of this movie, because that to me is the true version of this movie, the true vision that he wanted to give us. Movie is fucking incredible. If you haven't seen the director's cut of this movie, give it a go, give it a watch, give it a rewatch, and understand the true epic majesty of this movie. And then we've got this movie Kundun, Martin Scorsese movie about the Dalai Lama, I think it is. Yes, the Dalai Lama. I've yet to see it. I hear good things. Hopefully gonna get around to it at some point. Right now I'm diving into the 80s because I want to finish off all the big 80s movies that I haven't seen, and then after that I'm gonna dive into the 90s and finish off the big 90s movies that I haven't seen. So when we get to that point, is when I'm going to knock this bad boy out. But now we move on to the 4Ks and Steelbooks and all that good stuff. We'll start with the collection, or box sets. We've got this beautiful Karate Kid box set, which comes with the first 3 Karate Kid movies. I've only seen 1 and 2. I still have to watch the 3rd one. So we'll get there eventually. But the first 2 I haven't seen in like ages. So eventually I just have to dive in and just watch all 3 of these again. Especially since they released them on 4K, you would think. I can watch. I should bang out all 3 of those bad boys again on 4K. And I will. And then we've got the Kingsman Collection, which is the 3 Kingsman movies in our collector's Steelbook set that we have here. You got the Kingsman, the Secret Service, and the Golden Circle. First one, the Secret Service, fucking incredible. It is such an inventive, fun action movie. I like the Golden Circle too. It's not as good, but it definitely has its moments. And then I was a big fan of the Kingsman. I really liked how they weaved World War I history into the movie. Definitely, they've still yet to hit the heights of the first movie, but they've yet to make a bad one. They've all been entertaining to their own degrees. And I hope they get to make more in this universe, because I could definitely go for a sequel to The Kingsman that dives into World War II. That would be a lot of fun. And then diving into our action genre from what we've got, Blu-ray, 4K, all that good stuff. We've got the 1970s King Kong with this really awesome freaking slipcover. This is a Shout Factory, Scream Factory release. I really freaking like this. I do have to watch this movie because the idea of watching King Kong fight a giant boa constrictor looks pretty fucking awesome to me. So we'll get there. I'm dropping shit all over the place. And then we've got the Steelbook for the 2005 King Kong movie. I fucking love this movie. When I saw it in theaters, I liked it the first time. I did not like it the second time when I watched it with my friends. But I've grown to really appreciate this movie now later in life. I think it is really freaking good. It is a lot of fun. Jack Black, Naomi Watts, Adrian Brody, everybody, and it's really freaking good. It's a lot of fun. And then in slipcover form, I have the Kingsman Secret Service and the Kingsman Golden Circle. We've got Night and Day, Tom Cruise, Cameron Diaz. This is a fun as shit action adventure movie. If you're looking for a good like action comedy, this is a great movie to watch. I'm pretty sure, yep, it's James Mangold again, and that guy is the fucking legend. This movie is super fun. And then we've got Kong Skull Island. It's a fun movie, pretty stupid, but I mean, you're not there for award-winning material. You know what you're going for. So it's fine. For what it is, it's a very entertaining movie. For animated, we got Kubo and the Two Strings, absolute classic. And then we've got Kung Fu Panda 2, and Kung Fu Panda 3. All wildly entertaining movies. These are great movies. Animation is like is probably one of the best genres out there. They are always hitting you with great classics, and they're always fun and a lot of like heart and just entertaining as shit. And this is one of those series that is just absolutely entertaining. We've got Keanu, fun little comedy from Jordan and Peele. Jordan and Peele. Key and Peele. That's the one. The visionary minds of Key and Peele. Jordan Peele is one individual human. This is a very funny comedy. We got Keeping Up with the Joneses. It's dumb fun. It's stupid, but it's fine. And then an absolute classic, fucking Knocked Up. One of the best comedies around, especially at least for my generation that I grew up on. This came out, I was a senior in high school when this movie came out. So this movie, great movie. This is tailor-made for me. Fucking love it. We've got Knock Knock, an absolutely fucking terrible movie. But Keanu Reeves does everything he can to keep it afloat, and it is a young, early performance from Ana de Armas, who was already way better than this movie deserved. She just fucking helped to make this movie worth watching. And then we got Krampus. It's a very fun horror Christmas movie. Super enjoyable, very silly, but I really like it. It's very, very entertaining. We've got Krull. Never seen it. We've got the movie that finally brought him to the top of the mountain and kicked him right back off again, King Richard. regardless of all the extraneous shit that went on, this is a really good fucking movie with a really good fucking performance. We've got Kill the Messenger. It's a really solid thriller with Jeremy Renner, a lot of fun. And then one of my favorite movies of 2019 when it came out was Knives Out. Absolute fucking great movie from Rian Johnson. This movie is a lot of fun. Everyone in it is fucking incredible. Daniel Craig especially. And I can't wait for the next one, especially because it's got Dave Bautista, baby. Give it to us. And that's it for all of us here with the K movies. Not a lot to go on, but hey, that's K for you. So until the next journey out there when we start diving into those L's, you have been you, I have been me. These are the movies. And until next time, adventure on.